Let's talk about the importance of checkout. I think at a jewelry show, checkout is the most important part of the show because you can have a great time, you can show jewelry, they can be laughing and learning and booking. Well, hopefully we want them to book and buying, but checkout is where you're really going to seal the deal. So I always put a booking activity of some sort in my show to kind of illustrate or talk about how much free jewelry you can get by getting some girls together. But checkout is where the magic happens. And when you're sitting at checkout, first of all, I always use a survey. And I'm always changing it. This is version 18 right now. And this is in our files. If you want to look under in our units, probably under jewelry show, I'm sure it's there. And so this one, and I always make it pink because for some reason when it's white, they can't find it. Only 2 pieces of paper in here, but when it's white, they can't find it. And I always tuck the survey behind the order form so they can't see it because it hurts my feelings if they see the order or if they see the survey first and they start checking no, no, no before I've even said anything. So I always hide it. And then at the end, at the very end of my show, I'll say, ladies, do me a favor, pull out that pink survey behind your order form. And I'm just going to walk you through it. And if you fill it out completely, I will buy it from you for Diva dollars. And that's how you get them back filled out, is you have to buy them for Diva dollars. Otherwise, they're going to give it to you with their name at the top, and that's it, and that doesn't tell you anything. So I tell them I'm going to buy it for Diva dollars, and then I just wait for them to fill it out. And I'll say, okay, when you're done, wave it at me, and I'll come buy it from you. And if I go over there and she only has her name on it, I'll say, oh, I see we're not done yet. I'll come back. Or if you've got that lady who's just kind of sitting there with her arms crossed like this, I say, oh, I see you're still working. Don't worry, I'll come back. And so I generally get them all back filled out. Now, the survey is going to tell you if they're interested in the business, in having a show, in the gym membership, in your VIP group, or I do a sparkle alert. So I will literally walk through it with them. So I'll say, pull out that pink survey behind your order form. I'm just going to walk through it with you. There's just 5 questions. And the first one is sparkle text alert. Do you want to be added for flash sales and specials? And I tell them that I have gotten rid of my VIP group on Facebook because I don't think anybody sees anything. And now I'm doing a weekly sparkle text alert. So if you want to get a weekly text from me, just check that at the top. Number 2 is, can we talk about a fun way to get some free jewelry? So if you want to grab a few girls, theme parties are a lot of fun, like wine and cheese, bubbles and bling, black t-shirt show. Just let me know if you're interested in the theme, if you're not, or if you're still kind of thinking about it. Number 3 is, are you interested in the gem membership? And this is for you jewelry lovers. If you love jewelry, I have a support group for you. And they laugh. I'll say, it's my gem membership. And with the gem membership, you get a 20% discount for a year starting tonight and free shipping anytime you spend $75 or more. So kind of look at your list, figure out what you're going to do tonight. And usually if you're kind of around the $100 mark, the gym membership is totally worth your time and the $39 fee it is to sign up. And then number 4, you're interested in Premier's business promotion. Now, I've already gone through the sponsoring flip chart with them and showed them how much money you can make, how much free jewelry you can get. I've talked about how you can get started for $45. You get $45 in jewelry and the supplies. So they already know all that. So I'll say, number 4 is, are you interested in Premier's business promo? You can join for $45. You get $45 in jewelry. So if you're at all curious and maybe just want to give this business a try and see if you like it, check that and I'll be sure and send you home with some information. And then number 5 is, tell me about your Sparkle Fix Club. And that's my Fix Club where they can spread out their purchases over a year and get a great deal. So that is what my survey says. So I want them to fill it out completely. I give them the time to do it. And then I buy it from them for Diva dollars. So I collect all the surveys and then I let them go shopping. Now here's the key. You have to look at the surveys right away. Now if it's kind of crazy, you have a lot of people there, you need to excuse yourself and go to the restroom and go through your surveys. And so what I do is I put all the maybes and the yeses on top. And well, I guess right now they don't really say maybes. The gem, well, they say still thinking. Still thinking is kind of my new maybe. So when someone comes up to me, so let's talk about the booking first. If she comes up to me and number 2 is, can we talk about a fun way to get you free jewelry? And it says yes, still thinking, or fun and free are not my thing. So let's say she comes up and she's got yes. She is interested in getting some girls together and getting some free jewelry. I'm just going to be honest, that rarely happens. I think we're just very non-committal here. So, but if it does, you know, you're doing a little happy dance in your heart. And what I'm not going to say to her is I'm not going to say, so did you think you might want to have a show? Did you think you might want to get some girls together? Because she has already said yes, right? So I'm just going to go straight for the date. And I'm going to say, Jill, I see you want to get some girls together. That is going to be so fun. Let's do it in March. How does March 23rd or 25th look for you? And I give her 2 choices. Or I might say, what's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? So you see, I'm not saying anything yes or no. I'm just saying, here's your 2 choices. It's kind of like when my kids were little and I didn't say, what do you want for breakfast? Because I'm not like a short order cook. I would say, do you want Cheerios or Rice Krispies? They think they have all the control, but really it's still within my control, right? So, so the yeses you should be able to get right on the calendar. Now, if she says something like, oh yeah, that would be really fun, but I need to check with my friends. I'm not sure what date works for me. You know, whatever thing she says, you say, no problem. Let's just pencil something in so I can give Kathy credit, and then we'll confirm it tomorrow. So you get that date penciled in. Oh, I do have my calendar. Now, let's say she comes up and she has no checked on her survey. She says free and fun are not my thing. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that survey and I'm just going to tuck it under her order form and pretend like I've never seen it before in my life. And I'm going to say, so Jill, do you think you might want to get some girls together? And I'm nodding. See how you're nodding at the same time? Or I might see that her wish list is huge and she's only buying a clip it. That tells me that she wants more than she can afford. And I might say, oh my gosh, Jill, you love this jewelry. We should definitely get some girls together. What's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? So I'm just ignoring the fact that she said no. Now, if I do ask her and I say, you know, do you think you might want to get some girls together? And I'm nodding. And if she says no, thank you, I completely respect the no. I'm not pushy. I just say, no problem. Thank you so much for coming, because I want her to leave feeling like she wasn't being talked into something she didn't want to do. But the majority of people that book shows from me, they check maybe or they check still thinking. And to me, that's kind of like a little game of talk me into it. Let's see what you can do. So now remember, when Jill said yes on her survey, I said, I see you want to get some girls together. That's awesome. You know, what's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? Now, if Jill says maybe or still thinking, I'm just going to change my wording a tiny bit. And I'm going to say, Jill, I see you're thinking about getting some girls together. That would be so fun. Let's do it in March. What's better for you, the 23rd or the 25th? What's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? So you see what I'm doing there? I'm just acknowledging the thinking, but I'm still going right in for the date. And that's where she's going to say her objections, if she's got some. So, and it's amazing to me how many times, this is why you can't completely rely on the survey, because I'll say, did you think you might want to get some girlfriends together? She'll say, yeah, that'd be fun. And then later I'll look at her survey, she said no. Or she'll say, yeah, that sounds like fun. And she says still thinking on the order form. So you just have to go in and ask. This is just part of our job. This is like, would you like more coffee? Would you like some dessert? It's not personal. You know, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the jewelry. No, not right now. But you have to ask everybody. Everybody. Okay, so she says maybe. I say, I see you're thinking about getting some girls together. You know, what's good for you? Is what's better for you, February or March? And it's funny because like I have a show tonight. Today is February 19th. And I'll say that. What's better for you, February or March? Now, I know and she knows that February is probably over. You never know. Some people like last minute stuff and that works out great. But it's still that choice. Like she might say, oh my gosh, I can't do February. No problem, let's do March. What's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? And then you go to your first available date. Because let's say, or I say, what's better for you, a Tuesday or Thursday? And let's say she says Tuesday. Now, if I look at my calendar and I say, great, I have March 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th open. What's better for you? What is she going to pick? Yep, the 26th. She's always going to pick the last one. So I don't care if March 5th is next week. I'm going to say, how about March 5th? Because if it doesn't sound too soon to you, it may not sound too soon for her. But if you say, well, I have the 5th, but I know that's really soon, and maybe we shouldn't do it that early, and maybe the 12th, you are telling her what it looks like. And I absolutely believe that nowadays a week is plenty of time, and sometimes that even sounds more spontaneous and fun. For her to text her friends and say, what are you doing on Thursday? Come over for a glass of wine and see this jewelry. I love it. That sounds spontaneous and fun. Sometimes when they book out too far, it's like a wedding invitation, and nobody is going to mark on their calendar about a show in May at this point. So don't give up on the last minute shows. Those can be great. Okay, so then she's going to give you objections if she has any objections. And she's going to say things like, oh, I'm so busy, right? Do we not hear that a ton of times? I'm so busy. Oh, I get it. Who is not busy right now? Well, let's not do February. Let's do March. See how generous you sound? Let's do March. What's better for you, a weeknight or a weekend? Let's not do March. Let's do April. We can do it right before Mother's Day. So you're always acknowledging what she's saying and then giving her a reason why the next date you offer is a good one. Or, and I'm always about pencil something in. No problem. Let's just pencil it in. And we can give Jill credit, and then we can confirm it tomorrow. Because the next day, I'm going to text her, and I'm going to say, hey, it was great to meet you at Jill's party. Just want to confirm you have March 25th on your calendar so I can give Jill credit. Now, I don't know what Jill gets credit for other than a yay, Jill. But she gets credit, and that usually helps people to say yes, because they want to give Jill credit. And if they can text me back and confirm the date, the chances of them not canceling is a lot greater, because now we're in communication with each other. Or she might say, what's another objection we get? How about everyone I know is here? Oh my gosh, did I say, oh my goodness, everyone you know is not here. That is just not true. Maybe don't say that, because that's kind of calling her a liar. But everyone she knows is not here. She just thinks that. So I would say something like, it's not really about the jewelry. It's an excuse to just get your friends together. And I'm sure if you had one in March, a couple months later, or April, that these girls would come back. And I might even grab somebody. Hey, Sue, if Jill has a party, would you come? Sue's like, yeah, I'll come. Great. See, Sue will come. So sometimes it's just kind of thinking on the spot and just acknowledging what they're saying so you don't dismiss it, but then working with that objection to overcome the objection. What's another one? Those are the big ones I get are probably, I'm too busy, and everyone I know is here. So every once in a while I get my house isn't this big, I can't do all this food, and you just downplay it. And I say, you know what? No house is too small. I give extra diva dollars when people sit on the floor. So that's just some objections, but your goal is to pencil in a date. And a lot of times if she's a maybe, and I'll say to her, do you want to just see what I have available? If I can get that line out, odds are she'll pencil a date in. Because, in her mind, she's thinking, well, you might not have anything that's available. And so I'll go to my calendar, and I'm all techie with everything syncs all together, but I still like a paper calendar. And what I do is I mark on there what days I want to do shows, because otherwise people will run all over your calendar. So, for example, this is my March. And you can see at the bottom I have these 2 dates in pink. Those are the dates I'm trying to book. So I will go, let's just see what I have available. And I'll say, ooh, I have March 26th or 27th. What's better for you? And now she's more committed. She's more invested. She's more interested. So she may pencil a date and I confirm it tomorrow. So that's about the shows. Now, the other thing on here is the gem membership. And I usually, what I do is I just write on the bottom of the order form. I mean, if she's buying a Clip It, the gym membership is probably not for her. But if she's up in the close to $100 range, I will write here what her total is. And then on the side, and our new order forms are going to help you do this, but I will write on the side what her total would be with the gym membership. Because sometimes it's more. Like I'll say, well, without the gym membership, it's, I don't know, 88. With the gym membership, it's 98, but you get a 20% discount for a year. And that is kind of a visual, and she'll be like, ooh, yeah, maybe I will. So if they think they're going to shop again, the gym membership is a great option. Number 4 is, are you interested in Premier's business promotion? So I love that they can join for $45. They pay $45, they get $45 in jewelry. To me, it's a no-brainer. We should be signing up people from every show. But kind of like with the bookings, most people don't say yes. I don't get it, because I think $45 in jewelry, 50% discount, the math is good there. Yes, yes, yes. But still, because we're in an environment and a culture where everybody is so busy, they can't, it's not about the money, because they agree that's not very much, but it's about the time. How can I add one more thing on my plate, add one more thing to my calendar? So if she's a yes, I'm like, let's get you signed up. Let's schedule a launch party, and then I'm going to sign her up the day of her launch party. Now, right now, and I don't know if Premier is going to extend this, so I may have to redo this video, but right now through March 31st, if they sign up, they can give a gym membership to anyone who purchases from them in their first 7 days, right? So I'm going to schedule her launch party first. So we pick that date. Let's say she picks March 15th. I'm going to actually sign her up on March 15th so that we can advertise that everybody coming to that party is going to get a free gym membership. So, and the words that kind of need to come out of our mouth with the business is just try the business, not get the discount, because if they just want a discount, they should be gym member people. But we should be just saying, just try the business for 30 days and see if you like it. So that is my advice on surveys and checkout.